Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. He's Mike Brenner. I'm Peter Loshak. We're the Odds Couple. We come to you from sportsbookreview.com. That's sportsbookreview.com. And it's week 5 in the NFL. This is our Friday review show where we review our picks, make a little adjustments, add some stuff on that we want to do. This is a lot easier to handle than the college show we do every week because there's just fewer games. So this will be a little bit easier. Let me review the picks that you have given, Mike Brenner.
Okay.
To say that you've given this pick is an understatement. Pat's first half -6.5 and Pat's -10. Then the Bengals, we both gave that one on the Monday show. We both liked it. First half pick 'em you have, and the full game pick 'em. It's now up to -2.
Wow,
big
love
move
it.
there. So
Great
nice
move,
job,
buddy.
nice
Good
job.
job. Yeah.
Then you also love the Steelers first half -4 and -7 on the full game. You have the Bills +3 and the Packers first half -4 and -7. And my picks are on the Thursday night game. I split them. I had the first half under, which cashed. The full game under was looking like when then.
It was
happened.
amazing. Yeah,
Unbelievable. That's how the NFL goes, though. Yeah. I split on it though, and then I have Cincinnati pick'em, Tennessee, Miami under 43.5, the Detroit game over 46, and the Denver game under 47. All right, Mike Brenner, let's see.
I just got to let you know something real quick.
Go
Because
ahead.
on that same game last night, we had a little party. One of our employees is moving on. So we were at a local sports bar here in Costa Rica. I had a party last night, and two of my favorites there in the editing room. They had the over, okay? And it was halftime.
They did?
Yes.
What was their rationale? I would have liked
Who
to have
knows?
known.
I don't know what video they watched or whatever,
they
and
sure
I
did.
didn't dig in to ask because we were all tipping back, Grandpa's cough medicine. But with that being said, it was halftime. I felt bad for him. It was 7-7. Well, then all of a sudden he got that last score before half. It's 14-7. And I looked at Matty Ice. I said, hell, this thing might blow up in the second half. I headed home. I get a message from one of these two I'm talking about, and one of them's a girl. She's a wonderful girl. She said, you won't believe it, Brenner. We're celebrating, me and Ariel. All right, we cashed the over. We cashed that ticket, and we're celebrating.
That's what happens.
I thought they were kidding. I flipped the TV, and I'll be damned if they weren't in the 50s.
Well, listen, that can happen in the NFL. All sorts of fluky stuff can happen. Teams can change. You remember what was the game? There was one game with the Rams against, was it Tampa Bay that went into almost 70? Like this year, there was a huge game that the Rams, I think it was the Rams and
I'd be
Tampa
lying
Bay.
if I said I remember.
And so when you're betting NFL, and that's actually something that I've learned over the years when I do have a pick that loses like that or a pick that loses by a mile, I understand that happens, and I don't necessarily think that I was wrong. I look
Exactly,
into it
and
deeper,
sometimes I'd rather them lose by a mile than a half a point.
All right,
but
so
are
Mike
you going to
Brenner-
pull any of your picks?
No, not in the NFL. I'm going to add one or
Okay.
two here. And Mike Brenner, what would you like to add?
Well, I got to add something first, all right? And this is just kind of sports news, but it plays into what we do. All right, a lot of guys, when they sign new contracts, Pete, you see it. They buy houses, they buy all. Sometimes they buy some stupid stuff. Sometimes they invest smart. All right, and every player has a different, the way they are. They're all different, right? I just found out that Ben Roethlisberger, who I didn't know, he signed, I guess they realigned his contract or whatever. You know what he went out and bought? All right, this is a guy that loves hunting and fishing in Georgia. You're not going to believe what this guy went out and bought.
What's that? What?
He went out and bought a wheelbarrow and a fucking shovel, Pete, because they're going to bury the New York Jets in the first half this week.
Wow, you're really
kidding.
that high on it, huh?
Well, Pete, check this out. You got a quarterback of that caliber, and the source that gave me this info, I trust him with my children's life, okay? He says after that big ass whooping that they got last week, they literally just pounded it, and that was one of my big plays and yours, okay? The next day, Monday at practice, he had a closed-door locker room meeting, players only. All right, all the coaches, everybody get out. All right, and he literally, this is what I was told, Pete, and I trust this source. He said, if anybody in this locker room is at all satisfied with what happened last night, okay, then you need to get the hell out of here right now.
He said that?
Yes.
Those
They
are
said you
pretty
could hear a
strong
pin
words.
drop
Wow.
and that not one person moved. All right. He said, what defines us as men and champions, all right, and he said, that's what we are. This is I'm telling you, this is a great source. He said, what defines us is what happens next week. You got the Jets coming into Pittsburgh with Ben Roethlisberger giving a speech like, what was that guy's name back in the day?
Knute Rockne.
Knute Rockne. He's giving a Knute Rockne speech. You know what? 29-0 at halftime, I think, last week, or 22-0. My money is all over the Pittsburgh Steelers first half. It is going to be an ass whooping. So Big Ben went out and he bought a wheelbarrow and a shovel, Pistol Pete.
I missed a good joke there. When you asked me who was that guy back, I should have said Cicero.
I
missed
you
it.
would have got
I
me
missed
there.
it.
You did. And you're not. That's not like you.
I got to be sharper.
You're
I got to be
slipping.
quicker on
You're
the draw.
slipping.
Knute Rockne was a little funny, but Cicero would have been. Cicero's the real joke. All right, I missed it. All right. Okay. Anyway. All right. So Mike Brenner. So we know that you love Pittsburgh here, and are you going to add anything onto this?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Guess what Brenner's taking?
What's
I'm
that?
taking a dog. I'm taking a dog.
Really?
I think
Okay.
it's a dog.
Okay.
Is
All
Detroit
right.
Lions a dog?
Yes, they are still a dog. It's
My
also
God.
a Doug Upstone dog. So
Okay,
that's
here's
a nice,
the deal,
yeah,
and this is my thinking, all right? I've seen too many times when Stafford just has that game because he does, even though he makes stupid mental mistakes and throws that terrible interception, there's flashes of brilliance with this kid, all right? And deep down, he's a competitor. His mind's going back to Pop Warner football here, all right? Jim Caldwell, nice guy. Here's a coach on the hot seat. The Eagles are flying so high. And guess what, guys? I'm from Philly, and I had Twitter guys go, how can you do that? You know what? I bleed Philly green, but guess what? The green on that dollar bill means more than me as a fan, all right? So I don't bet with my heart, and if I go against my team for financial reasons, I'm totally okay with it. This team's flying high. Wentz is everything that they say, but guess what? Now, these teams have had 3 weeks to watch tape on this guy. Before they didn't have tape. He wasn't even a third stringer, all right? Now they have film on this guy. Detroit will figure this out, and the Eagles defense, who thinks they're just absolutely unbeatable, is going to have an air attack like they haven't seen. And I don't care that Calvin Johnson's not there anymore. This is a winner. I think Detroit doesn't need 1 point.
All right, well, the line has moved a little bit in Philly's favor, even from the last time we looked at it.
How much
it's
you
right
giving
now
me?
+3, +107.
Jesus,
Very
I love
nice.
it.
That's
I
a
love
pinnacle line right there.
I love it. And if
Plus
Doug
three-
Upstone's on board,
Yeah,
guess what?
absolutely.
We're driving to the bank,
That's a
baby.
nice side you want to be on the same side with.
Yes, sir.
And I'm, of course, on the over in that one. And I'm going to add one other. I'm going to
Okay.
add, I decided I was on the fence about it when we covered the game. I'm going to add the over in the Giants-Green Bay game. I do think that the Giants offense
That's a
will put
big
up some
balls
points.
play,
Why do you think
Pistol.
so?
I don't think the Giants are going to put up points against this
I
team.
think they'll put up some points. Maybe they'll put up 14. You think they're going to stall out?
They might get 14.
Okay.
Right? But 10, 14, I really think mentally this team is shot. I really do. I think this team is shot. Again, Ben McAdoo looked like he was on Sesame Street the other day. What the hell? Where did I land? For real.
Right. Actually, the Chris books are hanging 47.5, so I'm going to take that one over 47.5 minus 110. I'm going to add that one on. That's the only one I'm going to add on, except maybe for a teaser. I don't know about that. But is there anything else you want to add on, Mike Brenner?
Nope, that's it. I got 10 solid picks. I'm feeling good about it, Pistol Pete, and I'm telling you guys, don't gamble, don't wager, and don't bet. This week, invest Pittsburgh Steelers first half. Pay for your Christmas because it's right around the corner.
You think so, huh?
Hell, I went to the damn Elise store the other day to buy some shirts. They had Christmas music and a tree up, Pistol Pete.
All right, then I will add a teaser then. I'll add a 2-team teaser. I'm going to add the Bills up from +2 to about +8,
love
6-point
that.
teaser, and the Steelers down from about -6, -7 or 7.5
Ticket
down
casher,
to
baby.
down to -1. I'll add that one on there.
Hey, who's
the Bills
going to
one I
drive the
like.
truck this week?
Who's going to drive
To the bank.
To the bank?
You or me?
I will, since I've never driven a car in my life. It's going to have to be you.
This will be fun.
We're going to have to hire someone. All right.
better
So,
have a
Mike
couple
Brenner,
beers
does that?
first.
I guess that just about wraps it up for our NFL show. Of course, we will. The Sharps in NFL have been particularly killing it this year. The DSI show will be out this evening, Friday or tomorrow morning.
And our baseball
we'll
show
find
for
out.
the weekend also.
That's
Don't
right.
forget that. We're going to have
Okay,
that.
sounds good, Mike Brenner. We'll see how the Steelers do. Great show. We'll be back on Monday.
Can't wait.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts and shop for lines at SBRodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.